Hello. Hopefully you can hear me because it looks like my connection just dropped off. The light is super harsh, so I apologize, but this is where I am. So yeah. So what have I been up to? So for the last 6 months or so, I've been, going through quite a bit. My world was kind of rocked with having to move from Phoenix back to Buffalo. Wow, that light is really bad. Anyway, oh, now someone's coming upstairs. What? Well, I'm doing a video. It has to wait. Oh, goodness. So, anyway, I'm doing a video.
It's time for bed.
All right, can you get her out of here? Sorry about that. Anytime you sit down to do something, it's been quiet up here for half an hour. So yeah, I moved back to Buffalo about 6 months ago, and so I've had this decision that I've been kind of mulling over for quite a while now, and doing a lot of research, and finally decided to kind of take a plunge. So many of you know that I've been doing Beachbody for several years now as a health and fitness coach, and focusing on working out and eating healthy and drinking shake. This is my niece. All right, come on, go.
I'm going to say hi to her.
That's me. So you need to go. So when I first joined, I really wanted to help as many people as I possibly could. Obviously it started as a more personal journey to for me to get healthy and to get in better shape after the birth of my daughter. But then it turned into realizing that, I knew a lot of women who were making a lot of money doing it, and enough to stay home. And I really wanted to help women not just to get in shape themselves, but to also be able to earn an income by themselves, and, maybe spend more time at home, or be able to take more vacations, or even, just pay for Little League fees or whatever. Say hi. So, I had a lot of really good plans, but December of last year, so not 2017 but 2016, my world was rocked because I had lost my job, 17 years with the same company, and this is why I no longer trust corporations. But so I had lost my job, and I remember calling my husband and being like, okay, well, that sucks, but what's nice is that right now this will allow me the time to work on my Beachbody stuff full time and help to build build that business up and build a team and reach the goals I want to reach. No, out. Sorry, I couldn't stand the thing bouncing around. So anyway, so that was what I had wanted to do. And I did build, a nice small team, an intimate team. And, I was really grateful that all these people were joining me. But what had happened was last year, right around June, May, June, before Summit, which was our big event that we had in New Orleans, I had set a goal for myself that wasn't even a crazy goal, but I felt like I had been, committed to that business and messaging people left and right. I probably messaged a lot of you, sending videos and all sorts of stuff, and really feeling like I was putting all this time into it, but I just wasn't seeing the growth that I wanted for that business. And I had set this goal for myself that I wanted to reach this certain goal by Summit. And I failed, and I failed miserably, and I shouldn't have. It should have been easier for me. So it was kind of a kick in the pants, but it was also not to get all woo-woo on you guys, but I've been doing a lot of this, trying to manifest and, universe and meditation, and I think you guys kind of know that about me. But I had said to the universe, in April, okay, if I'm meant to do this, this is the goal I need to hit by this date. So when I failed, I made the first month, but then when I failed the second month, I was all right, then I just felt like that was a sign that this was not for me anymore. I still went to New Orleans because my husband and I felt that we could still get a lot out of the trainings, and I wanted to hang out with my girls, my friends, and see if anything, if it could like spark that desire to move the business forward for me again. But unfortunately, it didn't. And, so I was kind of looking for other options back then, and I got real scared because I saw things I wanted to do, but Beachbody doesn't allow you to do another multi-level marketing on top of them. So it's just one of their policies. It's their policy, and I don't want to say anything bad about Beachbody because, I mean, P90X like changed my life. As a company, I made a lot of friends. I learned about personal development, and, I learned so much, and I think they have great products. I love the workouts. So it's just been time for me to move on. So I had been doing some research, doing a lot of things, and I started hearing about this company, this new product, probably about August. And I remember thinking, like, oh, you can't do that. Like, there's no way. It just seemed to me, I felt like it, not so much too good to be true, but maybe a little too good to be true. And I thought there had to be some kind of trick to it. And then I want to say September or so, there was a coach who, she was another Beachbody coach, and she was down in Phoenix, and she was, kind of higher up ranked. And she, like, to the point where she would put on the Super Saturday events. And I saw that she had switched to this new company, and I was like, oh, it really kind of gave credibility to this product to me. So I started doing more research and, hearing about people having, great success and stuff with it. So, so I tried it, and, I tried it for 5 days. Hi, Lynn. Hi, everybody who's on. If you can see me and if you can hear me, give me like a heart or a like or something, please. So I started hearing, this product that would, help with fat loss, help with energy, reducing brain fog, increasing your focus, better mood, better sleep, better digestion, clearer skin, helping with control cravings, helping you with gaining your strength and helping you preserve your muscles. So I was like, all right, it sounds too good to be true. So I'm going to try it because I decided to be fair. And I was getting up into, back into half marathon training, and I wanted to try it. And at that point in my life, I wasn't taking good care of myself. My eating was out of control because I just moved back home, and I was a mess, and I really didn't, I kind of half-assed my trial, to be honest with you. And I was focused on weight loss. Like, I wanted in like 5 days for my stomach to go flat again. And that's just not how it works. So, so I set it aside, but it was kind of still in my head. And then a couple weeks ago, a friend of mine, who had come over from Beachbody, and she was like, hey, have you tried this? And I was like, yeah, I didn't really think it did anything for me. But at the same time, I don't think I gave it a fair trial. So I decided to do like another 5 days. And holy cow, I'm so glad I did, because by like the first day I noticed that I had more energy at work. Like I was less crabby. I had a little bit better mood, and I'm pretty positive. Like anybody who's ever worked for me, that I don't like to be in a bad mood. But I still I'll put on that positive face, and they just be kind of grumpy underneath it, And so I just felt better. I had like less brain fog. And then I think it was like the second or third night I slept through the night. And that was huge for me because I'm one of those people, I can fall asleep, but then I'm waking up like every couple of hours, and just not getting a good quality sleep. So for me to sleep night after night, like, 3-4 nights in a row, and then it continued after my samples ran out, and I was like, this is crazy. So obviously, that helped my focus during the day, and I was staying awake, and I was waking up in the morning like wow, I'm ready for my day. It was crazy to me. And not to be like too personal, but I got my period when I was doing this, and it was the weirdest thing for me because I didn't have any mood swings. Like, I didn't even know I was getting my period because I don't really pay attention. And I usually I'll get cramps, and I get really bad breast pain, like worse than when I was pregnant. And I didn't have any of that. Like, I woke up one day and I'm like, oh, like this is here, because I had zero symptoms. And also I didn't have any bloating. Like I usually get super bloated when I get my period. So I was like, holy cow, I could not believe that I had none of those symptoms that I usually get every month with my period. And then the biggest thing is, and something that I kind of hide is, because I was a health and fitness coach and I didn't want people to know that I failed at my eating. But I would come home from work and I was just so tired, and I would just eat and eat and eat. Like I would make my lunch, and while my lunch was cooking, I would snack on like trail mix, and then I would eat my food, and then I would still be hungry. Like not even like I'm hungry, I just couldn't stop eating. And I realized that when I was taking the stuff that I was sampling, this new product, that I didn't have any of that. So my sample ran out, and I was kind of like, oh, I don't think I really need it. But even though I'd seen all those great things, but then about 3 days later, it was actually the other day, I was like, have you ever seen that episode of SpongeBob, where he meets Sandy and he goes to her house and she doesn't have any water, right? And he keeps insisting that he doesn't need water because he's fancy. And it gets to this point where he's like, I need it. And that's how I was. I was like, all right, I got to break down, because I had a chip on my shoulder about it, because I didn't want it to be like I'm going for something that's like a quick fix, because I think you all know that I do believe in eating healthy and exercise. But this was just one of those things that, eating right and exercise, coming from the Beachbody coaching world, it can be really intimidating to get someone to do that. And this product here kind of gives moms that energy, the energy to be able to work out after work, to have the energy to make healthy food and not just, go pick up from the drive-thru, to be able to sleep better at night. And obviously when you're sleeping better, you're in a better mood. You have less brain fog. So I just felt like wow, this is the product that could really solve a lot of problems for mothers, and fathers too, who have these problems with, not getting enough sleep and not having enough energy to take care of themselves, and then conversely not having enough energy to take care of their kids as well. So I really feel like with this product, with this company, that I can reach a lot more people. I'm still gonna be working out. I mean, I'm addicted to working out. I love the way it makes me feel. I'm one of those people who I force myself to take a rest day once a week because I love working out, and I love my muscles feeling tight, and I love being strong, and I love getting a good sweat and what it does for my skin. So yeah, I'm still that person. I'm still that person who is like, yeah, you can do this, but you have to take care of yourself. You can't just expect this to happen magically. But you're going to have the energy to do those things. So I really think it's great as, kind of that segue from a sedentary life, a tired life, into being able to take care of yourself. And also, if you're already active, giving you more energy, helping you sleep better so your muscles can recover. Because if you're an athlete, you know that your muscles recover while you sleep. You know that when you lose fat, it's when you sleep, because you're breathing out. I don't know the science behind it, but I know that your fat loss is through your breath. Like you exhale fat. That's how it works. So if you're sleeping better and you're an athlete and your muscles are recovering better, that's huge, because then you can just work harder. So anyway, that's that about the product. I don't want to be like vomiting information that I don't really have, because I'm brand new, but I have this huge community of people that I was just shocked when, I signed up, what's today, Friday? I signed up Wednesday night, and yesterday, like 5-6 people joined me on a Zoom call for an hour and a half to help me get started. Like that doesn't happen. So I was super excited. I immediately felt like I'm back in this community that is supportive, that wants to see me succeed, that wants me to help, other women succeed. And that's really, what it's about. I want to help other women to be successful, whether it's as a user of the product or a promoter of the product. it's been a very fast-paced couple of days. So so yeah, I think that's pretty much it, but I hope that you guys understand why I've made this switch. I hope I've explained it adequately, because I know I get nervous still when I do these things, and I haven't done a live video in a long time, but also the subject, you know, changing something, it's scary, and I know I always say you got to take a leap, you got to take a risk, and I had to do what I felt was right for me. I do have a couple of other side projects going on as well, that I'm not quite ready to get into, but you know, there is this, and if anybody, you know, I'm going to be putting together a launch group, and I'd love to have some of you join me. Comment below if you're interested in a sample pack for, I can do a 5-day experience or a 10-day experience. I do have a limited supply, and I don't have my kit yet. I'm out of my product, and I can't wait for it to come back, because I need to be able to sleep, because I haven't slept in like 4 nights. But yeah, I would love to, if anyone would like to be a part of this, and if you'd like to try something, drop me a 5 or a 10 below. I'm also going to add a form. So if you are, you know, feeling kind of shy about commenting on this post, or even about messaging me through Facebook, I'm going to put a form in the comments, so anyone can also just submit it to me. So I hope I explained everything without going too crazy. But yeah, so if you've just joined me and you are looking for something that can help you with, you know, fat loss and energy and sleeping better and better digestion and better mood, like, you know, watch this again and listen to my period story, because that was what really blew my mind. So sorry guys, but anyway, I hope everyone has a great night and a great weekend, and I hope I'll be hearing from some of you soon, and I hope that I'll be working with some of you soon. Thanks.